Okay then gang, so in this lesson what we're going to do is send a post request using HTMX directly from this create form on the outline page. So when we click on this, enter in a chapter title and a description. Currently we're using the form itself to send that post request, and then Laravel redirects us to the chapter details page for that chapter we just created. We don't want to do that. We want to use HTMX to send the post request, and the response is going to be different when we do that. It's going to be that we send back maybe a full updated list of chapters, including that new chapter, so we can see it on this outline page, and also some way to close the modal itself. Okay, so we want to head to the create page first of all, where this post request gets sent, and we need to add some HTMX attributes to the form tag. Now, when we do that, the default trigger is the submit event on the form itself, and that also disables the default submission and behavior of the form. And what's good about this is that when HTMX sends the request, it automatically collects up the form inputs and it adds them to the request body. So we don't need to change anything on the back end to access those input values. However, we only want HTMX to send the request if a user is on the outline page, right? And if this create form was sent in response to an HTMX request. So really, we need to embed these HTMX attributes within a flag or an if check that checks that flag to tell Blade if this content was fetched using HTMX or not, like we've done in previous lessons. So let's head to the chapter controller, and we want to go to the create action right here. Now we already have this variable created, this flag if you like, which is going to be true or false depending on whether or not it is an HTMX request. And all we need to do is pass that in as an argument. So comma after this, and then we can say compact to send this data in. And inside there we will specify the is HTMX flag. So we're passing in this variable, and now we can use that inside the view. So let's go back and do that. Down here, below the class, we'll do a little if check first of all. So at if, and then inside parentheses, we'll use that flag is HTMX. And if that is the case, we want to output those different HTMX attributes, right? Let's end this at the bottom as well, end if. And inside here, the ones we want to output are first of all, the hx-post attribute. So like I said, the default trigger is for the form to be submitted. So if we have this attribute here, when the form gets submitted, when we click on the button, it's going to trigger this post request by HTMX. And when this exists, like I said before, it disables the default post request from a form. So it's only this one being made. All right, so this is going to be to the same route as up here. So we can copy this and we can just paste it down here. All right, so it's going to the same action on the back end. The next thing we want to do is specify the target. So let's say hx-target and set that equal to something. So this target, remember, is going to be for whatever comes back. Now, eventually what we're going to do is we're going to send back that new fragment from the chapter list. Let's go down here, take a look at this. We have a fragment, do we? Right here. So when we send this post request shortly, we're going to be sending this fragment back, and that's going to be rendered on the outline page, right? And we need to specify the target of where that's going to be rendered. So it's going to be the same as where they're currently rendered, which is inside the chapter list class. Now, if you open up the outline page right here, you can see, hopefully, this is, oh no, that's not where they're loaded in initially. But if we go to the chapters page, we can see there it is, this div right here, the chapter list. So we're going to replace this entire thing. So not the inner HTML this time, but the entire thing. We're going to replace that div. All right, so we need to specify that by saying hx-swap, and this time specifying that we want to swap the outer HTML. So the whole element itself, okay? Okay, so we're making that post request to the server now using HTMX, and if we take a look at the store action in the chapters controller, we can see that after we save the new record, we redirect the user to the show page for that new chapter. Now that's okay for the traditional non-JavaScript approach, I guess, but when HTMX is making the post request, we want to handle the response a bit differently. Ideally, we want to send back an updated chapters index fragment, which includes that new chapter. So to do this, we're going to follow 3 steps, right? First, we're going to find out if the request is an HTMX one by looking for the HTMX request header. Second, if it is an HTMX request, we want to refetch all the chapters from the chapters table in the database. And third, we then want to send back the chapters index view, or at least the chapters list fragment within it, and pass in the updated list of chapters. We also need to pass in the HTMX flag because that particular view will use it. All right, so let's try doing this. All right then, so I'm going to do it all at the bottom down here because we still want to do all this, right? We want to do all of this validation. We want to figure out the next chapter number or the next order property of that new chapter. And we want to save it to the database, right? But after we've done that, that's where we want to start doing something differently if it's an HTMX request. So let's paste in this line first of all, is HTMX, to figure out if we have that header, okay? Now, if that is true, we can send back that fragment. So let's say if, and then inside parentheses, is HTMX, like so. And then if that is the case, we want to refetch all the chapters, right? So where do we fetch the chapters currently? Let's grab that, this one right here. We'll copy that and we'll paste it down here to refetch all those chapters. Okay. And then after that, we want to return a fragment from a view. Now, I'm just going to paste this in to save me typing out from scratch, but we'll go through it. We basically return a view like we normally would, and that is the chapters index. That's the list of chapters, right? Then we pass in some data. We obviously need the chapters, which we just grabbed right here. And then we pass in the is HTMX flag. And that's because in that page, we use the is HTMX flag. We need it, okay? So after that, we send back a fragment, which is the chapter list. And this time we don't need to say fragment if, because we already know it's an HTMX request. This only gets run, this code, if this is true. So now this should all work. We're now reacting to that post request by sending back this updated fragment with the new set of chapters, including the new one we just saved, right? And when we send that fragment back, if we take a look inside this create page, you can see that the target is the chapter list and the swap method is the outer HTML. So it's going to replace all of the current chapter list, all of this stuff right here, with the new chapter list, right? And we'll see that new chapter we've just created in that list. All right, so moment of truth. Let's click on add a new chapter. And then inside here, we want to add a new chapter title. So any old title. And then down here as well, blah, blah, blah. And then we'll create this chapter. Hopefully now we're going to see the new template rendered here with that new chapter in order. So it should be chapter 6 at the bottom. Create chapter. And yeah, we can see it down here, chapter 6. So that's worked. We're still showing this modal, and we're going to sort that out in the next lesson. But at least now what we're doing is sending that HTMX request. We're handling that differently on the server in that action, and we're just sending back the fragment which gets updated on the home page. We're not then redirecting the user to the show page.